guys, how's it going? I hope everyone's staying inside and staying healthy and managing to have some fun with their little ones while they're indoors. Today we're going to talk about perfect fourths because I've been thinking so much about how all these different intervals matter in the songs we hear. Now, I play the blues a lot, and with the blues, you start with the one chord and you move to the four chord constantly. So we're always going back and forth from here to here. But how does that really affect us in terms of what we play and what we need to hear? Well, if we boil it down to intervals, because this is a video of intervals, we are talking simply about hearing the difference between this note and that note. So we're going from here to here. So what I'd like to talk to you today about is the interval of a perfect fourth. Okay, so the first thing I wanted to do was show you guys what solfege is. And solfege is something that has been around for a long time. I believe it was developed in the mid-17th century. It comes from the Italian word solmization, which means to create a tonic. So we're going to talk about do, re, mi. Hey, sweetheart, can you say do, re, mi?
Do, re, mi.
Thank you very much. Can you say do, re, mi, fa, sol?
No, re, fa.
Very good. Can you say do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do? Very good. Now, with those tools that my little angel has, she can figure out almost any interval. Let me give you an example. We're going to look at do, re, mi. Do, re, mi, re, do. Do, re, mi, re, do. Re, do, mi, do. Remember we talked about major thirds? And if you remember, follow me, thank you. When we went to go outside and some little one, hold on, I've got these child safety locks that only children apparently know how to work. Okay. If you recall, can you ring the doorbell for us, please? Ding dong. One more time, please. Ding dong, do, re, mi, do. So we've just figured out that the doorbell is in fact from mi to do, but the interval I want to talk about today is what happens when we get up here, when we get to fa. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you for ringing the doorbell. Appreciate it. Okay, so what we're going to look at today is how to count these intervals and how to figure out a specific interval. We just talked about mi, re, do, getting from here to here. Now, what if we want to go up one more? How do we know what interval that is? Okay, so we go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so what we're talking about today is, yes, we're learning solfege. This is solfege. Do, re, mi, re, do. That is solfege. But this is really a tool. It's a tool to be able to identify sounds and syllables so that we can connect those and start to figure out, whenever we hear something, figure out what it is. For instance, last year I was at a wedding and I heard, and that sound just stuck in my head. And we all recognize that sound probably as "Here Comes the Bride." So we go. Okay, so back to what we're talking about is hearing this interval of boom, bing, boom, boom. Now, if I count up and I go 1, 2, 3, 4, that works, but there's something really special about these syllables. These syllables were chosen for a reason because it helps us actually sing more in tune and more clearly. Do, re, mi, fa. Do, re, mi, fa. Do, re, do, mi, do, fa, do. It helps everything when we're able to sing what we are trying to hear. So what I'd like you to do, if you can at home, is I'd like you to write out do, re, mi, fa. And if you can pick up your instrument and go do, re, mi, fa, That will help you. If you have a piano, you can sit at a piano and go start on C on the white keys and go do, re, mi, fa. Or you can just use no instrument and just go do, re, mi, fa. And what this is going to do is this is going to start to train your ear to hear certain intervals. So then if someone says, what's a perfect fourth? You can go do, do, fa, do. And eventually, what this is going to do is it's going to open your ears up to all the sounds so that you can start singing everything you play. Boom, bum, 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 boom, bum, boom, baby, boom, 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 bum, 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 ba, ba, bum, 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 ba, 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 boom, ba, 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 boom, ba, ba, boom. And that's how I navigate myself around my instrument. Okay, guys, stay safe.